Welcome back everybody to Tony's Top Tips programme. First thing before saying anything is you will have to excuse the background noise. We have a carnival going on at the moment, and it's always a good carnival every year, and it's on today, and you will be picking some of the background music up. So I do apologise for that first. Right, onto the video. The video is about on my Xtool and my LC40 lasers. I did a camera above it. I got a webcam and I 3D printed some poles and what have you, and some brackets, and I put it on. But I was never really happy with it. Not the fixture that I did, but the camera. I wasn't really happy with it, and I knew that in order to get a better camera lens and working functions of the camera, I would have to pay a little bit more, and I didn't want to do that. But I'd utilise the camera for on top of my PC to actually video when I'm actually doing the programs. So I've taken it off. So anyway, I saw this on Amazon, and it was I'd been watching it for a while. It seemed a pretty good one. It were all aluminium extrusion, good aluminium brackets. It hid the cables. I looked at it. It's quite a nice neat camera system. So I watched it. It's made by Sculpfun, and suddenly there's a 20% discount. Thought I'm going to have one of them, so I purchased it. So there are quite a few videos out on it, but it's just really mainly just to show if there is any change. I'm sure somebody will let me know, but it's been out a while and it's had some good write-ups as well, and this is really just an unboxing and show you it, and then I'll show you it set up on the machine. Well, I hope to show you it assembled today, but I'll show you then set up on the machine, and then I'm going to set it up on the Xtool, and then once I've done that, it's got to be calibrated and lined up and that. But from the videos I've seen, it is pretty accurate, especially when you're doing the overlay and you're doing quite a number of items, and you want to, you know, engrave on each one, and it picks them up. So we'll see. So show the unboxing. Right, here we are at the box. It's quite well packaged. I haven't seen it yet. I thought I'd wait for that. It comes very well packaged. The hard foam, black foam, that renowned for a lot of products. Instructions for putting it together. These are the cards for calibrating once you're into Lightburn. Okay, that's that. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, some pieces of 4 pieces of plywood, and I believe this is for lining the camera up initially. So there's 4 those. Packet of screws that you will require, nuts and bolts, Allen key, tape measure. That tape measure is actually for measuring the distance from your bed. It's got to be a set distance. But I'll use the normal tape measure. I won't bother using that, but they do give you one clamp. Now that one is what I will be using for the Xtool, all aluminium profile, really well made. Cushioned rubber pad there, so when you tighten it up you don't damage anything. It's pretty good. This is the bracket that you would use if you the aluminium extrusion, where it has the T-slot type bolts in. you clamp that either side. Sculpfun has on there lasers, but having said that, there are quite a number of lasers out there that this will fit anyway. Another. That's the aluminium block, where one will go through and the other one will come up. Aluminium, anodized aluminium, well machined. It in a taggy item. And then we come to the unit. That's the camera there, as you can see. It's supposed, well, I think it's got a protective film on the front. I've got to peel it off, but that's the camera. The cable's hidden behind this strap here, of which once you've done it you can cut it off, so I believe, and it's got a USB cable on the end. It looks like quite a long one. Put that down, and then this is your upright. As you can see, it's the same profile. There you go, and it's got the cable tray, which is very good. 2 holes at the back for the bracket I'll be using, but it also is the way that it would fit with the other brackets. Okay, so that's the unboxing, that's all the items, and we'll now put it together. Right, got the parts together. First thing you want to do is mount your bracket, which whenever you're using, to the actual base. You've got countersunk Allen key head. Okay, so just pop that in. Tighten up. Well, wait till you get the other one in. Just give that a nice tight lock it. Okay, so that'll still enable me to adjust my height to what I want. Okay, I think it's about 80mm profile, I'm not so sure, but the cable run goes to the back obviously, because the screw holes, the threaded holes, are at the actual front. So that's that done. The camera, pick your block up. Now it shows you in the instructions that it goes through on the left side. Now whether it makes any difference, I don't know. And then you've a lock-in screw. You don't need to tighten that too much. And then you've got one for in there as well. As you can see, that'll go on there. Alright, and then that one will pass up through there, like so. And remember, the top, the cap goes at the top and the cable goes at the back. Okay, so I'm just leaving it like that for the time being. Okay, so that's the camera fit onto the frame. You'll have some nuts and bolts over, like that. You see those, but they're for other bracket. I'm not using those, so take the cable tie off the cable, USB, and you find you've quite a long lead, so you should be okay with it where you want to go, but you can get an extension and extend it if you want. So that's the camera. Pretty simple to put together, and you can see, look, you can see the actual cable there, that just pushes in. Alright, so once I've set this, then I'll put the pull this out at the bottom here, put the cable in, and then that job's done. Okay, but I can't do that until it's actually on the laser. So next step is we'll fit it on the laser. Right, here we are over at the actual engraver, Xtool. This is the D1, it ain't the D1 Pro. Homing position is over in the far left corner, and as you can see the camera is installed, and this is actually set up now. Right, here we are now. The camera's been calibrated. It's been done by the lens calibration, and it's also been done by a light burn alignment calibration. The settings in that to do to calibrate your camera, and there's one on the you bring it up on your desktop as the camera and you turn light burn off. I ain't going to show you how to do that, it's pointless. When you log on to the website, there's videos that shows you how to do and set this camera up, and it's plain and simple, and they can explain it far better than I can. Plus there's more videos out there. I'm basically doing this video to show you the neatness of this camera and how accurate it is, and it does the job what it's intended to do. Okay, so like you can see over there on the right, the actual camera viewing down over the honeycomb bed, and you can see that all I've done is update the overlay, and it's picked up a graphic that I've done there, okay, in the past. Now I've just done the exact same lettering, and I'm just going to move that over there like so, and then what I will do is just start to engrave. It's only on 50% power, and it's just going to do a line engrave, and I'll show you that. So I'll start the engrave. There we go. I'm really impressed with it. It's been easy to set up, and its alignment is absolutely spot on. There we go. You can see that now, perfectly aligned, exactly what it said. I've moved it to in that one. Well, that's the conclusion to this video. It is only a short video, and it is only just to show you the quality of this camera, that it does work. I've not had any problems installing it whatsoever. It installed, followed all the online video from their website. There's a video that shows you. It's easy enough to follow, and if I can do it, everybody else can do it. And it just goes through each process in the Windows camera setup for alignment and light burn setup. Okay, and then as you remember, when I did that to show you, the top one I did, and that was in the center, and I did the other three, 1, 2, 3 on 3 corners. So, and they all lined up perfectly every time, so it works. You know, it's a lot sturdier than the camera had. The other one was quite bulky. It was a webcam. It served its purpose, but I now use it on top of my monitor to record the videos. I will put a link in the description section for the item from Amazon. And remember, if you've got this camera, please you know, give me a message and just let me know that you've got it, if you like it. If you don't, have you had any problems with installing it? You know, it's interesting to find out, and I can always pass it on to anybody else if there's any problems that's occurred and you've solved them. I can always pass it on to anybody else that asks me, so it is there. So as I always say, until next time, you be safe, you be careful, and bye for now.